legislation related to outdoor recreation. These are the learning objective to be accomplished today. We will be using these learning assessment tools. And this is the basic outline of the presentation. First, do you have any idea of legislative response to recreation? Open your Mentimeter and give your response if you have any idea of legislative response to recreation. Yeah, thank you so much for your answer. We will discuss more on that. Talking about the history, we will see 1958 Outdoor Recreation Resource Review Act, which is ORRA. It determines recreational needs in the United States. It helps to make an inventory of present recreation resource and determine the need for the future. Also, it determines policies and progress required to meet those needs. We'll discuss in detail now. And there was ORRC committee, and there are major findings they brought. For example, the simplest activities was the most popular type of recreation at the time. Outdoor opportunities were mostly needed in the cities. Even much land was available for recreation that was not meeting the recreation need because of location and management policies. There was not enough money to spend on recreation, and outdoor recreation was not compatible with other resource uses. Other than that, water was a focal point of outdoor recreation. Outdoor recreation was bringing economic benefits, and outdoor recreation was a major leisure time activity which was growing in importance. And there was more needs to be known about the value of outdoor recreation. Let's discuss more on this now. Yes, in 1960 there was multiple use sustained yield act. In that act, National Forest was administrating recreation, range, timber, watershed, and wildlife. Let's discuss more on this issue. Other than that, in 1963, there was Outdoor Recreation Act. Historically, we are discussing those. And in that Outdoor Recreation Act, it was telling about it charged the Secretary of the Interior with taking steps to assure adequate outdoor recreation opportunities for the American people. Also, Bureau created eventually was dissolved in 1978. Let's talk more on this now. Yes, in this Outdoor Recreation Act, a lot of things related to outdoor recreation were coming. Now let's discuss about Out Wilderness Act of 1964. It was the establishment of the National Wilderness Preservation System for protecting the area in their natural condition. It helps in that. It started with 9.1 million acres and with 54 wilderness areas. It was called into action as rare roadless area review evaluation. Let's discuss more on this 1964 Wilderness Act. In 1965, there was the Land and Water Conservation Fund Act, and this act is prepared to assist in preserving, developing, assuring access to such quality and quantity of recreation that the nation's resource was made possible. There were matching funds for states if developing a state comprehensive outdoor recreational plan SCORP was to be prepared. Let's discuss more on this. Other than that, there was Wild and Scenic River Act formed in 1968. We will be discussing more. There was National Trail System Act in 1968, which was focused on the trails that need to be discussed more. There was National Environmental Policy Act, NEPA, in 1969, which was more focused on environmental protection because it was a national policy for environment or national. It was an act. We'll discuss more on this. There was Forest and Rangeland Renewable Resource Act, RPA, which was formed in 1974, which was for forest and rangeland resources. Let's discuss more on this. In 1975, there was Eastern Wilderness Act prepared for wilderness area in the eastern part. Let's discuss more on this. In 1965, there was PCAO formed, that was President's Commission on the American Outdoor, and it was focusing on outdoor area. Let's discuss more on this. In 2010, a 21st century strategy for America's great outdoor was formed.